Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started. So, as usual, we'll just take a little moment to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let the body do whatever it feels like. Have fun with it, loosen up, wake up from the inside out. A few more. Okay, let's do a little bit of swinging side to side. So we'll plant the feet and just let ourselves swing. Arms are loose. Make sure you have enough room around you that you won't hit anything. Let the head just follow the movement. Few more. Okay, start to come back to center. Bring the feet underneath the hips. Open up the hands. Shoulders back and down. Imagine an upward pull through the crown. We can lift the toes for a moment. Let's spread the toes, do our best to bring them down one by one. And we'll just take a little time in our Tadasana, in our mountain pose, connecting with the earth. Feel the feet on the floor. Watch the breath moving through the body. Find something to relax. A few more. Okay, super simple movement to help us connect a little more with the breath. We'll inhale, float the arms up. You can touch or not. Exhale, float the arms down. And let's just do a few at our own pace, moving with our own breath. Next time the arms come up, connect the hands in prayer. Exhale down to the heart. And now we'll start to inhale up, straight up. Exhale down, back to the heart. Do a few just with the arms. Now we'll add the legs. So we could start by, as we lift the arms up, just lift one heel. Arms come down, heel comes down. Arms come up, opposite heel comes up. Arms come down, heel comes down. So do a few, see how it feels. And if that's very, very, very comfortable, you could lift more of the leg. So you could lift the foot off the floor. Make sure we're still syncing the movement with the breath. And see where you want to be for today. So you could lift the leg a little or a lot. Move in your own way. Couple more. Okay, once you come out of it, give it a little shake. All right, we'll go into our sun salutations and standing positions. And as always, you move in whatever way is comfortable for you. All right, we'll start at the top of the mat, just like we were before, Tadasana with the hands open. Take 2 or 3 breaths. With your next inhale, open up out to the sides or forward, depending on your space. Exhale, fold. Hands anywhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. So we'll do a few. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And go with your breath. Next time we fold, hands to earth. Step back to a plank. We can have the knees up or down, just a couple breaths. And lower. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, pull through to cobra. And we'll take a little pause here so that we can do some cobra up downs. So hands underneath the shoulders as long as that's comfortable. We inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. So we try to keep the pelvis on the floor. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Go at your own pace. Okay, from here, child's pose or downward facing dog. So, child's pose somewhere around here, make sure your head is supported. Or if you prefer down dog, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Now, if you'd like to work with that gallbladder meridian, you can widen the feet a little, angle the heels towards the outside of the mat, the toes towards the inside. For sure, the knees can still be bent. Think of pressing the thighs and the belly towards one another and pushing the heels down towards the floor to a comfortable degree, of course. Okay, a few more breaths wherever we are. All right, once you're happy with that, if you're in child's pose, you can either come to all fours or up to down dog. We're going to be stepping a leg forward. So basically, you can do it from all fours or from down dog. So from all fours, you're on all fours, you extend. As you exhale, you curl into yourself, invite the leg forward. You might need to help it with the hand. Or if you prefer to do it from down dog, you come to down dog, extend the leg, and then curl into yourself, bring it forward. So pick your starting position and extend the leg. We'll just take a couple breaths. Okay, so now with the exhale, curl into yourself, bring the foot towards the hands, and it doesn't matter where it goes because we can help it go more forward. Back foot comes down. So if you're in all fours, you lift the knee, turn the leg, bring the back foot down, and we come up to a warrior two. Yeah. Okay, so relax. Yeah. Let's circle the front knee. Mhm. Other direction. If you have blocks, you might like to have one or two handy for triangle and half moon. I'll grab mine now. Okay, so before any of that, just a warrior two. So the front knee is over the front ankle. We're ripping our mats apart. Mm. Whatever you feel like with the arms. So they could be shoulder level or down. Head is turned direction of the bent leg. And we'll just take a few breaths. Two more here, maybe bend a little more. Just make sure your knee isn't going over your ankle. Okay, straighten the leg, front palm turns up, lean back, open up the side body. All right, come back to center, getting ready for triangle. So, one of my favorite poses, really good for digestion. So, a couple things to remember if you want to rest your arms, a couple things to remember. We want to stay stacked on top of ourselves. You can also shift the hips while I'm chatting. So when you're in the pose and you look down, your head is right over your leg. So often a problem we get ourselves into when we do triangle is we kind of lean forward. So I don't know if you can tell from this angle, but here my head is in front of my leg. So I look down and I'm seeing the floor. So we want to try to be really stacked on top of ourselves. The second thing is we want to keep both sides of the body as long as possible. So even the underside. So some poses we squish one side, stretch the other side. This pose we want to stretch both sides. Okay, so we'll keep all that in mind. Oh, to help ourselves out, we can take the thumbs, hook them into the armpits, and just give ourselves a lift. So see if you can find the sensation like you're lifting up out of your waist and feel how both sides of the body are nice and long. Notice how the shoulders are over the hips and look for the length out the crown of the head. Okay, so keep this length in the torso and stretch out the arms. We can turn the head looking over the front hand. Inhale, lengthen more. Exhale, reach. So reach, reach, reach. We want something that's a little too far away. Can't reach anymore. Drop the hand wherever it lands is perfect, even if it's higher than where you normally go. So the top hand, we'll reach it up, but first let's bring the hand to the shoulder and then angle the elbow up to the sky. And once you have that elbow up to the sky, just extend the arm. Okay, make sure you're on top of yourself. So look down, make sure the leg is right under the head. And if you're seeing more floor instead, you probably need to come up, go into it again, but land the hand a little bit higher. Okay, check both sides of the torso. Can they get a little longer? And now position your head wherever is comfortable for you. And let's breathe into the low belly. Oh, yeah, one last thing. Rest the head. So, of course, we're holding the head up, but imagine you have like a table or a little hammock to rest your head in. So, see if those neck muscles can back off a little. 5 more breaths. Okay, top hand comes to the hip. We turn the head, look down, bend the front knee. Grab your block if you have it. If you don't have it, see if you can reach the hand to the floor. Or if you have a chair or something ahead of you, you can place the hand on. Okay, so we stretch the arm about arm distance towards the outside of the foot. Let's walk the back foot in. Give ourselves more of a launching pad. Shift the weight into the front leg and see if it's possible to lift the back leg. Now, just like the triangle, we want to be stacked on top of ourselves. So hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder as much as possible. And then if you want, the arm can come up. You can even do that same little adjustment, hand to the shoulder, elbow to the sky, and then lengthen. I suggest looking down for balance, but if you're super comfortable, you can look to the side or even up. Couple more. Okay, last thing, stretch both sides of the torso. Remember what it felt like to have your thumbs in the armpits? Okay, to come out of it, we'll soften the front knee and come. Okay, shake it out. A little spin of the wrists. Other direction. Okay, so we'll set up for the other side. So I'm going to turn around just so I can keep facing you. We'll start again in a Tadasana. So we open up the hands, lift up the toes, spread the toes, bring them down one by one. Start with the little toe. And just take a moment. Press the feet into the earth. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Hands somewhere on the legs. Inhale, flat back. Pull the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Imagine belly to the thighs. Let's do a few. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling as we fold. Go at your own pace. Okay, next time we fold, hands to earth. Step back to plank. Take a breath or two. Lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Okay, so we'll do cobra up downs again, but this time with the feet wide. So we might be able to get a little extra lift. Hands under the shoulders, tuck the elbows in, and then the same thing. We inhale up, make sure the pelvis stays down. Exhale, come on down. Go with your breath. Okay, once you're happy with that, child's pose or downward facing dog, pick the one that seems more appealing for right now. Okay, we'll get ready to step the other leg forward. So find your starting position, either all fours or downward facing dog. So whatever you prefer. Once you're in place, extend the other leg. Take a couple breaths. And with an exhale, bring that foot forward. If you're on all fours, you lift up the back knee and turn the leg. You're in down dog, you just turn the leg and come on up. Give yourself a little shake. Okay, circle that front knee. Other direction. All right, we'll land into our warrior two. If you need to adjust the legs, go right ahead. Knee over the ankle. Find what you like with the arms And let's breathe into it. Last couple breaths. If your knee isn't over the ankle, maybe see if you can find a little more bend. Okay, straighten the leg. Turn the front palm up. Lean back. Open the side body. All right, swivel to center. Take a moment to relax the arms and just shift those hips. So have your block close by if you're using it. Triangle and half moon. All right, thumbs hook under the armpits. Let's give ourselves a lift. So lift, 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 lift. The lower ribs tuck in and we lengthen like we're lifting ourselves up out of the hips. The shoulders will come up a little. That's okay. We'll relax them after. Okay. Two or three more breaths. Okay. So keeping the length in the sides, stretch out the arms. We can look over the front hands. Inhale, get even taller. Exhale, reach, 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 reach. Can't reach anymore? Drop the hand or keeping the length both sides of the body. Top arm comes up, and to help us find our distance, we can place the hand on the shoulder and then aim the elbow up to the sky. Keeping the elbow to the sky, lengthen the arm. Okay, position the head wherever it's comfortable and just imagine that the head's resting on something, some kind of surface. Let's breathe into the low belly. Oh, yeah, look down, make sure your head is over the leg. So we breathe into the low belly and we keep lengthening both sides of the body. Long, deep breaths. Few more. Okay, top hand comes to the hip. We look down, bend the knee. If you have a block, grab it, slide it forward. If you don't have a block, see if the hand can come to the floor about an arm's distance ahead, or you can place the hand on a chair or something. Walk the back foot in. You might not need to walk the back foot in, so see how your body's feeling. Shift the weight into the front leg, and if it's possible, lift the back leg. Just hip high. Both legs are engaged. Both sides of the torso are long. If you're feeling up for it, you can put the hand on the top shoulder, aim the elbow up, and lengthen. Okay, we'll do our best. Couple more breaths. Okay, soften the knee and come out of it. Ooh, give ourselves a little shake. Mm. Okay, so from here, let's just sneak in one more balance pose. We've already done a lot, but we'll just do one more and then we'll come down to the mat. So start by feeling the feet on the floor, somewhere under the hips. You can go forward, back, even side to side. This is a good one for the ankles, rolling to one side of the foot, rolling to the other side of the foot. And then we can kind of do like circles. So for sure in the hips, but also feeling the feet circling on the floor. And then the other direction. Okay. So in our balance, we're going to work with the acupressure point, liver number 3. So it's between the big toe and the second toe. You go back until the bones meet, till you get to that like Y. So we'll just place the heel of one foot onto the liver 3 of the other foot. And use the heel to make gentle pressure. You could kind of like rock the foot side to side to like dig into the point a little. This point is good for releasing excessive heat, also anything that may be stuck. It's good to get the energy flowing, to give us the energy and enthusiasm to move forward with clarity. And it's a very fresh energy, so like a new way of seeing things, offering new perspectives. So a few more breaths. And I love this point. It's also great for women during menstruation to release some of the cramping and pain. And it's also good for a hangover. Okay. And as I was going to say, we'll have to do the other side a long time because I'm talking so much. I really love this point because you can kind of sneak it in anywhere. So I like to do it like when I'm watching TV or anytime you can find a way to like sneak this one in. Okay. Well, come out, take a moment, just notice how we feel. And again, you can rock on the feet, yeah, loosen through the whole body. So if there's any holding or any part of you that might feel like chronically tight or tense, see if you can find some softness in those areas or just some movement in those areas. Okay, side to side again on the feet. Get those ankles. Really nice for the heels too. And then again, we'll circle. Feet are so important, especially things we don't think about, like back pain. A lot of that comes from the way we're managing gravity through the body, through the feet, because it all ends on the feet. Other direction. So the more we can spread out the weight and use the feet more consciously, the better the back is going to feel. Okay, so let's find liver 3 on the other foot. So between the big toe and the second toe, you go down until you meet that Y in the bone. If you're not too sure where it is, don't worry. I'm sure you're close enough. So get the heel in there, use the arms for balance, and then you can either apply pressure or you can kind of like move the foot to dig into it a little. Of course, we can work with this point with the hands. We can do circles with the thumb or the finger, but this is just a fun way to do it. And especially if you have any pain in your hands, this is a great way to work with this point. Okay, so we're going to be here a little while. Breathe into it. Mm. Welcoming fresh energy, energy to move forward, clear thinking, letting go any stagnant stuff, any excessive heat, anger, whatever it may be. A few more breaths. Okay, come out of it. Ah, wonderful. All right. Let's put on socks if we have them, any extra clothing, and we'll come down to the mat. And we'll just do a few more things. We'll start with our seated twist, which I like to do practically every single practice because it's so good. And then we'll come up to the back, another set of twists, and probably right into Shavasana. And if there's anything your body wants that I haven't done, you go ahead and do it. So it's your practice, so you give yourself whatever it is you need. All right, for the twist, I have my bottom leg bent, but you can absolutely have it extended. Top leg can be inside, outside. Okay, before we twist, let's just interlace around the knee. Proud, open chest, long, deep breaths. Mm. And in your time, take it into the twist. Position the arm whatever way you like, about 5-ish breaths. Come back to center, pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle, other direction. Okay, extend it out. So foot at the thigh, leg engaged. So press out through the heel, pull the toes towards you. We go back to the same twist. So opposite hand to bent knee. Just a few breaths. Now keep the rotation in the torso, hand on the knee, bring it to the leg. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, slide down the leg. The back hand can ground to the back thigh, or we can reach up and over and stretch that side a little more. Down legs, come up. Okay, let's start it all on the other side, starting with the twist. So, bottom leg bent or straight, top leg inside or outside. Notice the differences between the two sides. Normal one side might be a little more or less comfortable. Interlace around the knee. Let's take a moment. Take it into the twist. When you're ready, back to center. Pick up the leg, give it a little rock, circle, other direction. Stretch it out, foot to the thigh. Press through the heel, pull the toes towards us. Same twist, hand to knee. Keep the twist in the torso. Hand comes to the long leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide. The back hand can brace the back thigh or reach over. Long, deep breaths. Press into the legs. Inhale, come up. All right, let's come down to the back. We'll do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away. Exhale two a few times. Next time to chest, open up the arms and go into any version of twists that you like. Back to center, lift up through the arms and legs, and just walk on the ceiling. It could be a big movement like the legs and the arms moving closer to the floor, or a smaller. Today I'm going smaller. Okay. If there's anything else that your body wants, take the moment to do it. I'm just going to sneak in last few ankle and wrist circles. If you're joining me, do a few in both directions. Okay, once you're ready for relaxation, set yourself up So you can have the legs extended, or if the low back is a little sensitive, you can open up the feet and just drop the knees one into the other. Chin gently tucked in. I like the arms alongside the body, palms up. You find what you like for you. Tuck the shoulder blades under the back. And as always, the most important adjustment is giving ourselves permission to relax. Let's let ourselves let everything go. Okay. Let's very, 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 very gently wake the body mind, inviting movement once it feels good, and eventually giving yourself a full body stretch. You can yawn or fake a yawn. And once you're nice and stretched, knees to chest, do a few double knees. Inhale away, exhale to the chest. Side back, all the way one side. Take a breath or two. And with the strength of the arms, we'll press up, make our way into any comfortable seated position. Going to like a 3-minute meditation. So make it as comfortable as you can. I'm going to sit on my block. So sitting on some kind of height makes it a little more comfortable for most of us. If you're super duper comfortable flat, that's fine. Or if you want to sit in a chair or even stand, that works too. Okay, so we'll do a heart hug. So your right hand underneath your left armpit. So this is my right hand, goes underneath my left armpit, and my left hand just grabs my upper arm. So the meditation is all in the name, a heart hug. So let's give the hug and receive the hug. See if you can feel your heart beating with the hand tucked under the armpit. And let's take this opportunity to give ourselves whatever comfort, kindness, love, compassion we may need. And at the same time, receive it. Another minute or so. If you find yourself thinking too much, just go back to the breath. We can also bring our awareness just to the physical aspects, just feeling the hand on the arm, the hand under the armpit, the beat of our own hearts. This is a wonderful meditation and a really nice self soothing practice that we can come back to, sneak in throughout the day whenever we may need it. maybe even before bed. So if you like it, make a mental note, right hand under the left armpit, left hand upper right arm, heart hug, giving and receiving. Okay, of course, you can stay here for as long as you like. And for everyone else, I'll close. So let's just close with a bow, acknowledging, honoring the light, love, and wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Yeah. I hope you've had a good practice and I hope you have an amazing day. I'll see you Thursday over on Google Meet and then Friday back here on YouTube. And just a reminder, if there's ever anything specific you would like to work on or something you really like that we haven't done in a while, just let me know. So your feedback is always welcome and it's your practice. So I want to work on whatever you want to work on. Okay, thank you again. Have an amazing day and take care. See you soon. Bye.